of the Western Conference playoffs. Game 3 on the way on EA Sports. From Oracle Arena in Oakland, it's the Golden State Warriors getting set to match up with the Los Angeles Lakers. Along with Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Lakers coming in. They lead this 5-game series 2 games to none. And now they'll have 3 shots in trying to advance.
The one thing we know about playoff basketball, expect the unexpected. How many games come down to the wire, or a performance off the bench, or even a big shot at the end? Every night holds something different, and that's why we love this game so much.
Curry, his first effort off the mark. To Davis. From the painted area, won't go down. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Just getting started in game 3. Gets a look, can't hit.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
And the slam.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Stephen Curry with a look. Steph Curry missed his first. That one goes. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dale Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and the effort.
Here comes the screen. Thompson to Curry. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Oh, stolen by the Warriors.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Yes, Klay Thompson. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw up and good. And the 3-point play puts them up early in this one. Warriors have the basketball. Down to Young. Off the assist.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Curling inside. It's a big finish.
That's called a grown man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
Russell with it up top. Counting down towards 1 minute to play here in the opening quarter. Young to Russell. Has a look. Knocks it down off the step back.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Caldwell Pope. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
To Alec Burks. Can't connect. Shot was forced. The follow won't go either. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to lead the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Shot by Russell off the mark. That's the end of one here in game number 3. Jay and I return in a moment. You're tuned into the Western Conference semifinals on EA Sports. On to the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
Livingston, guarded by Cook. To Thompson. Five to shoot for Golden State. To Shaun Livingston. Has a chance. Jumper's good.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
James. McGee powers it through.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
D'Angelo Russell has got 2 shots coming. Shoots it at 75% for his career. First one, count it. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Rondo into the front court. Leads a bucket. Cruises inside for 2. Livingston across the timeline. He'll run the offense. DeMarcus Cousins with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Oh, they don't get it across in time. That's an 8-second violation. Trying to cash in. Yes, Klay Thompson. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Just a little defensive breakdown right there, and an open Klay means 2 points every time.
To Danny Green. Five to shoot for Los Angeles. A shot by Green, no good. Russell into the front court. Down just a couple. To Shaun Livingston. Thompson. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
LeBron James with the rock. And scores.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. Down 2.
Big pick right there.
To Shaun Livingston. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Tough shot. You've got to body up Livingston. Hits the 3.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over in a 1-point basketball game. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. To Danny Green. Runner's good there.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
JaVale McGee tips it. Count the bucket for 2.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Warriors basketball. He'll put it up. At the buzzer. It's good. Just as the horn sounds. Inching a little closer, but still down at the break. So the two teams will head to the locker room as we reach the break here in game number 3. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Lakers have the lead, but not by much. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Warriors are within striking distance at the half.
And even though they don't have the lead, they're doing a great job of moving the ball around. They might find themselves on the winning end of the scoreboard if they can keep it up.
These are the guys getting buckets for the Golden State Warriors.
Game track. Bench points.
The coaches are getting the kind of bench production that can make for some interesting rotations. Keep an eye on the substitution patterns in the second half.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Lakers ball. To James. He was smothered and still gets it to go down. Thompson to bring it into the front court. His guys down 3. They'll get it down to Green. Draymond Green. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
And he missed the free throw. Curry into the front court. They're down 3. Deep 2 there, won't go. Lakers at the controls right now. Willie Cauley-Stein with a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Curry. It's LeBron with the rebound. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Curry to Thompson. Has a look. Now a shot by...
Oh, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Stuffs it down with authority. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Curry with the basketball. The margin standing now at 7. To Nick Young. Here comes the screen. Curry to Thompson. Down to 5 on the 24. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this 3rd quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Down to Cauley-Stein. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Cousins. Throws it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. His guys down by 9. Cauley-Stein to Thompson. Yes, Klay Thompson. 4 out of 7.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Rondo with the basketball. His guys can get it 2 for 1 if they time this out. Thompson to Green. Off the assist.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Caldwell Pope. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Finishing inside the paint on that one. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish. Late heave to beat the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The Lakers have the lead. The Warriors with the basketball to begin the 4th quarter. The defending champs, Jay, getting all they can handle here at the Oracle.
You don't see this very often. They've come in and put up one heck of a fight, but it doesn't matter if you don't get a check in that win column.
Steph Curry in a matchup with Boogie. Steph Curry. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to exploit it.
Russell. To Nick Young. 4-3. And Davis there to grab the rebound. The drive, right to the basket. He cruises in for 2. Too easy.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Curry to Russell. Driving right to the basket. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. A bad pass there. Warriors have it. Cauley Stein to Curry. Has a chance. Curry shot, no good. Count the basket at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Curry. That's good D. Shot no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
It's good. And 1.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
One free throw up and good. The lead now 14. Here's Curry with it up top. He'll run the offense. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Curry. Anthony Davis swats it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
And hits the first free throw.
Oh, yeah, get your money, man.
Goes 2 for 2.
There you go, good shot, baby. I got ball.
Layup goes down. Well done.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Russell goes to the right side. Curry. Not that time. James into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Got it.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Young to Russell. Fires the three. James clears the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Here's step back. Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout. High fives all around. This game is well in hand in the final minute. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. The Lakers get the victory. They're going to continue on in these playoffs, heading to the Western Conference Finals. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers have advanced to the next level, but the goal remains the same: win an NBA championship. Little by little, these guys are doing it one by one. Check out the leading scores for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Warriors were eliminated.
Game track. Assists.
The Los Angeles Lakers showed off the kind of team chemistry that coaches love to see from their players. The more they moved the ball, it showed how much they trust each other. In the end, they got to win, and it looked like they had a great time doing it.
Player of the game.
And what we have here are highlights worth 1,000 words. There's no question he stood out amongst the rest in today's matchup. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.